Hello there, BookTube. This is Aaron from Aaron Read a Book or Aaron Read a Book. Doing tag. Tag, it's Tuesday. Time for a tag. That's what they say. um, it's the Shorty September tag that was created by Heather from Too Many Heathers, Karen from Raven Reader, and Marcella from Marcella in the Margins. And they did it all together, which was nice. I'm surprised there's not been a Shorty September tag before because it's been around for years, hasn't it? And this is kind of a bit of an unhinged tag, which suits the event. Not many prompts, so may as well dig straight in. They also tagged me, so that was good. And I've got quite a few Shorty September videos lined up already, which is very organised for me. I normally don't plan anything in advance. But anyway, let's go. Let's do the tag. Tag question number 1: a Shorty book on your TBI you're most excited for. I just sort of ran around my room a bit and looked for a TBR because I don't actually own that many shorties physically. I normally just wing it during Shorty September and try and find some, but I have found Don't Tell Alfred by Nancy Mitford, which is the third book in her series that is based on her childhood and being a young woman, loosely based anyway, after a pursuit of love and love in a cold climate. And this is the third one, which I think is more about her married life, because I think her husband was Alfred. So we'll see. I've not read anything by Nancy Mitford that wasn't brilliant, so I'm sure I will enjoy that. Ebook wise, I want to read the first book in the Carlingford Chronicles, I think it's called, by Mrs. Oliphant, which I think is called the Rector. I think Victober, I want to read some Mrs. Oliphant. And the Rector's like 40 pages long, and it's the first in the series. So I could get the shorty ones of hers out the way first. I think it's called the Rector. I will put a picture of it up here. Yeah, so those are the two ones that I'm looking forward to. But I've found some not interesting books that I can go through during Shorty September. Question the second, which is actually two questions, which is unfair. Your favourite Shorty September prompt, current or past, and an idea for a new prompt. I have sort of goldfish memory, so I just went and looked at what there was last year, and I actually did all of the prompts last year, all 12, so that was good. And my favourite prompt was summer cookout shorts, because it was the one where you had to read the shorty based on food, and then make something food wise with it that was mentioned in it. And I did not do that properly. What I did is I read Love and Saffron by someone K, I forget her name, or Faye, I can't remember, but enjoyable book about friendship based on a love of food and recipes and things. I was going to make Swedish saffron buns, but I didn't have any saffron, so I ordered saffron off of electronicbay.com, and I got quite a lot because I don't know, it's better to just get a few boxes at the same time. And ever since then I've been eating saffron and everything, so that I have been eating it. Like, even my dinner tonight has a bit of saffron in it, so that's kind of lasted me all year of saffron in curries and things. New prompt that I have to invent, which I think is just a sly way of them getting us to invent all the future prompts for them, which is, to be honest, what I do on my booktuber name tag, so I can't really blame them. Also in this one, Kiri from Bookish Adventures in Wellbeing came up with my prompt before I had invented it, which is rude. She stole my idea before I'd even thought of it, and she came up with linen shorts, which is like old lady books. That would have been great. So now I've had to think of another one because Kiri, what was that film Minority Report where she stole my idea before I'd even had it. But I've come up with not yet invented shorts, which are futuristic shorts that no one has invented yet. And this is a prompt. For this prompt, you have to read a shorty that is set in the distant future, where there's new types of shorts that we've not yet seen. And I just picked a book for that at random, Tau Zero by Paul Anderson. This is a book about a spaceship that gets stuck accelerating, and it goes very close to the speed of light, or Tau Zero. I can't remember what that actually. She attains light speed, Tau Zero itself, and that means that everyone on board, because of time relativity, they've accidentally shot thousands of millions of years into the future. So everyone that they know, even if they get back and work out how to stop the ship accelerating, will be dead. So, and imagine what kind of shorts they will be wearing in 2 million years' time. They might not even have 2 legs anymore, so I don't even know what they could be. They could just be like made of goo. But yeah, that's my prompt. Your favourite Shorty book of all time, or from a past Shorty September? Mine are kind of, I'm going to pick 2 and say one's for one and one's for the other, but I read both of these books for Shorty September. Foster by Claire Keegan, which I think a lot of people love, is one of my favourite short books ever. I think it's the most impressive short book that I've read, in that it packs so much into 90 pages. Like, more characterization in those 90 pages than almost any author manages in big long novels. And one I read last year is Chess Story by Stefan Zweig, which I always pronounce wrong. A book about a game of chess on a cruise ship between the world champion and someone who used to play chess in their past, and you get the backstory of both players, and it's really brilliant little short book. Maybe I'll try and find some more Stefan Zweig this year if he's got any other short books. A book that maybe should have been a shorty, I'm going to go with, I thought about going with Shogun by James Clavell, because I did think that was too long, and it has kind of an anticlimactic ending, but at the same time I think Shogun does a good job of immersing you in the world of Japan at that time, although I imagine it's not very historically accurate. But I didn't go for Shogun because I thought of a better one, which is Collected Works by Lydia Sangren, which a lot of people really loved, but I thought was way too long and repetitive. I think the reason this would make a good shorty is because Lydia Sangren's a good writer and her characterization is quite good, but her plotting is unbelievably bad, and she just kept repeating the same thing over and over again, and it got really tiresome. I think if she hones something down into a shorty, she could write something really good. But yeah, I mean, I think everyone else on BookTube adored that novel, so again, ignore me. Last prompt, recommend a book that captures the vibes of this photo, which I am projecting onto my screen. This is Bert's socks, and the immediate thing that came to mind for me, and it might be because I know Bert is such a musical person, and I'm pretty sure he's a big fan of this band, but the song Two of Us by the Beatles, because I think those socks are friends. I don't think they're lovers. They just look like they're happy little friends running along, and maybe it's because they're smiling. It proves they're not married. But I will choose then, because of the Two of Us, a great song by the Beatles. Bob Spitzer's The Beatles, the biography, which is one of the great music biographies. I love it. Really well written. Just and a fun band to sort of live along with when you read it. It is a chunker though. You have to be a bit into the Beatles. I'm not gonna lie, but very good. And that is the Shorty September tag. I have forgot that I need to tag people. I am going to pause one moment. I am going to tag 3 people who I know will always do a tag when one's available. And they may have already been tagged, but I have obviously done zero research. But you're consider yourself double tagged if you're tagged. I'm going to tag Deb from Raina Reads Stuff, Pat from Book Chat with Pat, and I'm going to tag Gavin from Genre Reads. So they're 3 top taggers. They're a great. They're the tag team. So they can do this one. I will be back soon with more Shorty September stuff. I might do some videos before Shorty September about good shorties as a sort of recommendation before it starts, or I might just be lazy and wait until it actually starts, which is probably more useful. Anyway, have a good one, BookTube. Bye.